Hey guys, welcome back to SoBackSports, and I'm so back with another video. And yes, the schedule is officially out for the Chicago Bears 2025 campaign. But before we get into my reactions and my thoughts on it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot. Really helps me create content like this for you guys. So feel free to subscribe. We're trying to get to 700 subscribers soon. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below what you guys think about the schedule so far. And as you all know, the schedule is out, and we kind of got some rumors throughout the week or so, and it's been pretty solid when it comes to the matchups and whatnot, because we were supposed to be slated to have the second hardest schedule due to strength of schedule. I think the Giants had the one higher than us, but as of right now, the way it's kind of outlined for us, we start out the season with the Minnesota Vikings and I think that's the best choice out of the two. I'll be real because, with the first time when we faced the Packers like a couple of years ago, it didn't really go so well. Obviously, we have a different team now, but then again, I'd rather us face the Vikings versus the Lions or the Packers out the get go. But then again, we're facing the Lions away the following game, so we're gonna have two back-to-back division games as well. And then I think the main thing that really drew my attention to in the schedule was the bye week, and the bye week, whatever follows with the bye week as well, because we have a week 5 bye week, and it follows with the Washington Commanders uh, away in Maryland. Whew, man. We've seen this story before, especially last season, where we had a bye week, week 5. We were going into it, or like week 6, or no, week 7. Sorry, excuse me. We were 4-2 at the time. Pretty good, feeling good about ourselves. And then we went to Washington, and it all fell downhill. I think that this time around it's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully, we're going to be in the. I think this is a Monday Night Football game. Yeah, Monday Night Football game. So it's going to be a little bit more high stakes compared to last time, and it's going to be interesting. And listen, and when I first saw that, it was just initial PTSD, where it's like, oh my god, I've seen this movie before. I've played these games before. But I think it's going to be pretty good so far. And listen, as of right now, this whole schedule, we do not have a single prime time game on Amazon Prime on Thursday. So, but the only thing is we do have a Friday game, and that's in the Eagles, and we'll get to that soon. We're going to start off the season with Monday Night Football, I forgot to mention, which is pretty cool. The fact that we're getting so many Monday Night Football games and more primetime games, I'm pretty surprised. And that just shows how much the NFL really values the Chicago Bears this year, and how much like faith they have in the Bears this season. And I think the real tough part of our schedule is going to be the weeks that we have two away games back to back, because the only time I see on the schedule where we have back to back home games is week 15 and week 16, which I'm not too fan of, because the fact that we only have two back to back home games is kind of a little bit concerning to me. But you got to play with the schedule you have, and as of right now, I see three back to back away games, excluding the one where it's week 4 to week 6. Playing the Ravens away, then following with the Cincy away, I'm not too big of a fan of. But another key thing that kind of drew my attention to was we're playing the Green Bay Packers December 7th, and then we play them again week 16. And that's right before Christmas as well. That's going to be interesting going into that. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be facing the Eagles at the Link on Black Friday. So we're going to have a relatively decent schedule when it comes to that, and we're going to have a little bit of a short week to that as well. And then we close out the season. I think the one thing as well to close out was that week 17 is against the 49ers. I feel like that's just a weird spot to put it at for the Chicago Bears. I'm not a huge fan of that. And the fact that you're playing against a team like the 49ers that late, I don't know. That's just me. And it's kind of weird. It just feels odd. And then we close out the season with January, either January 3rd or January 4th. We're facing the Detroit Lions to close out the season. So Ben Johnson will get his revenge in the beginning of the season and near the end of the season as well. Overall, gotta say that this schedule is going to be really tough. It's going to be really brutal at certain points of the season. It really just depends on how healthy the whole team is and various points of the season, and how good our offensive line will hold up as well. That's going to be a key factor, especially with last year where our offensive line and our D line kind of took a little bit of a hit or got dinged up a bit, and it caused us issues going into crucial stretches in the season last season. And another thing worth noting is the the strength of schedule near the end of the season versus the beginning of the season, because I feel like the beginning of the season is a little bit easier than the later part, but I'd rather have a relatively good start rather than an a easy ending, I would say. But yeah, like this schedule is going to be tough in terms of ceilings and floors for this game. We're going to do a really early a prediction, I guess, or like my wins and my expectations. I think it's going to really depend on, like I said, offensive line, defensive line health, and various points of the schedule. If everyone's healthy, I think that we have a good floor, and if everything goes to plan, I think our floor should be 8 wins. I don't think that's too out of the ordinary because of how hard our schedule is. I don't think 8 wins is impossible. If everything goes to plan, Ben Johnson's schemes go well, everything goes according to plan, I think that we can potentially get 12 wins. Very much so. We're going to be doing more breakdowns down the line, but this is just an early instant reaction for that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because it's going to be very interesting going into this upcoming season, seeing how we face against teams like Dallas or against teams like the Raiders. Gimme wins potentially, but you never know. Especially last season when we thought that the Patriots were a easy win, but you know how that went. So, and that's why I'm saying, like, even teams like the Raiders, we could win that game. Sorry, not the Raiders, excuse me, the Ravens. We could potentially win that too. So it really just depends on how we're flowing throughout this game and throughout the season. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. This is my instant reaction to it. Could be better, honestly, of the terms of a schedule, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Caleb Williams and the staff has to figure out a way to go through it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Always remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.